Hello everyone and welcome to the next in our series of daily origami for YouTube. Today we're going to continue with our traditional theme and make another kind of fun action origami. This is called a fluttering pigeon, so a little flying, flapping little pigeon. And we just used regular old origami paper, square origami paper. I'm going to be using 15 by 15 centimeters. And I'll let you guys know how big everything is when we're done. I think sometimes with these action origamis, if you get things too big, sometimes they don't work so well, so you want to kind of keep that in mind. The same goes for making it too small too. So we're going to start off here with our paper, and I'm going to start with a square base and then go to a bird base so that we can get to the beginning parts done of what we need for our project. So with the color side facing down, fold your paper in half, both vertically, and then open it up and do it the other way too. And that way we get both creases showing us where the center is here. Open it up and then look at the color side facing up, and we'll go ahead and fold everything in half into a big triangle here. Go the other way too. Once you've gotten that, open it back up to the color side. Find those mountain creases, just pinch on opposite sides, and push into the center until everything shimmies around into a nice big diamond shape here, or a square shape, which is where the square base comes from. Now I'm going to do a petal fold so that we can get to the bird base by taking this outer bottom right edge and folding it in towards the center. So get a nice little point down at the bottom and pull it over here so that we get a nice crease over to the center. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other flap too here so that I can get both sides into the center looking like a nice little kite. Flip it over and we'll do the same things on this side too. So fold into the center here. Do the same thing on the other side. Once you've gotten all four sides folded into the center, take the top section and fold down flush against these edges. Get a good crease going there. Open it up and then open up all four flaps so you get back to that square base. Now take the top layer of paper, push it up against that crease we made up at the top, and then we're going to put a little pressure on the sides here to let this lay flat and just reverse the crease there so that this becomes a big long triangle. I'm just going to do the same thing on this side too, just reversing the creases as I go so that I can get this whole part folded over into a big diamond shape. Flip it over, do the same thing on this side. Now the crease here is reversed, but we can kind of pop it around as we work our way and pushing all this over, and the same thing with this side too. And then you just kind of get a good crease on everything so that we can have it laying nice and flat. Now, the next thing I'm going to do is I've got these little parts down here that are like legs. I'm going to just make sure that those are now on top. And I'm going to take the right one here and we're going to reverse it inside. So if I open up the flap here, essentially this is a pretty easy one. We're just going to fold straight down on this crease and then make this part reverse inside. So you can kind of get this whole thing, try to keep the sides nice and sharp. We get that kind of tucked away because we folded it down and folded it in half. Now I'm going to take this flap that you see here to make my wing by taking the outer left edge and bringing it up to this center crease that I have going horizontally through everything. Make sure you get it nice and flat. And then I'm going to take the whole wing here and fold it up so that I have something that looks like this. Flip it over, do the same thing this way. Again, this time we're taking the right side and folding it up towards the center. Don't get too exact on that center because you are folding them up and that can be a little in the way if you've got it exactly on the center line. And then just pull up so that we can get that whole part folded over. Get the nice kind of wings going there that way. Now I'm going to go ahead and take everything this time and we're going to open up from the back, push everything out to the left, see something looking like this, and then take this part and push it down so we've taken both sides and opened them up around. This part might need a little help to be popped out so that you can get a good mountain crease going there again. You should have something then that looks like this. Now I'm just going to take this top section up here and make a little beak. I can just open up from the underside part here, and if you look at it from the top, if I just put a little pressure in there, I can make that crease. It was a mountain, a valley now. Pinch those sides together, push it in together to create a nice little head. And then you can also adjust the angle and stuff like that after you've gotten that crease going. And that's your finished little bird. Now, to make it move, all you need to do is hold on to his head and his tail section here and just gently pull back and forth. And you can see here how the wings tend to move a little bit here. Get a nice little flap going. And the more times you do this, of course, you might need to be careful that you don't accidentally unfold everything. But it's just a general movement that causes those wings to look like they're flapping away. So the finished part of this little guy is he's about 13 centimeters long and maybe about at the wing section about 5 centimeters wide. And these are just such a fun kind of project to do with kids, especially on a rainy day. So a good way to kill some time and make some cool little action origami with your very own Fluttering Pigeon, which is our finished project for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.